This could be the new best budget basher in 2024. It's from the guys at Rlaarlo, and on paper it looks like it could be an absolute beast. Of course, it's the new Omni-Terminator. This is the one everyone is talking about. This thing looks seriously impressive. Let's just take a look. So what makes this Omni-Terminator so appealing? Well, of course, it's how much this truck is promising on paper, because it has 70-75 parts, carbon fibre, and a claim top speed up to 50 miles per hour. And that is very impressive for a truck of this size. We're going to talk more about the size later, because I know the size of this truck has disappointed a few people, but we've got some other stuff to cover first. Now, this truck is available in 3 different versions. Rlaarlo have been kind enough to send me the carbon fibre version, and being the top end one, it does have some upgrades, and we're going to take a closer look at those in a moment. But first, we need to talk about the styling on this, because I really love the fact that it's understated, but it still looks really cool. Well done, Rlaarlo. I think some of the less popular cheap brands out there now could actually learn from you guys. So I really like the stealth black colour scheme on this. We have a really cool front bumper, which does feature an LED light bar, and a rear bumper. We have some roof skids up on top. This also has some really cool body clip retainers. We even get wing mirrors on this. So yeah, once again, great job, Rlaarlo. I think this truck looks epic. So let's take a closer look under the body. And this body does feel really strong. So of course, we have amazing oil-filled adjustable shocks. Wow, they feel good. And they are really smooth, just as you would expect from Rlaarlo. We even get shock cap protectors, something I've only really seen on larger cars. We have 70-75 shock towers front and rear, a metal chassis with these really cool plastic side guards. Now, as you would expect on a truck of this price, we have hex hardware throughout, a carbon fibre chassis brace. We even get some carbon fibre reinforcement on the suspension arms. And the plastics on this do feel really well made. We have metal CVDs at the front, metal dog bones on the rear, adjustable turnbuckles. Of course, we have ball bearings throughout, and a metal front and rear diff. And under there, this one even has a metal centre diff, something that you rarely see on a car of this size. The tyres do feature a sticky compound, but they do feel kind of firm, so I'm interested to see how they'll perform later. So next up, let's talk about the electronics. Now, this one has the 60 amp 2 to 3S ready ESC. This also has the bigger 3650 motor. Down there we have a 11 kilogram steering servo. Once again, we'll test that out later. This is really cool. It looks like we've got a sealed receiver box. Here we have the battery tray. Now, this isn't very big. This will easily accommodate the included 2200 milliamp hour 3S. But if you want more space to fit a bigger pack, you absolutely can. And Rlaarlo include everything you need in the box to get that done. Now, if you want to check out the full spec of all 3 models on offer, I'll leave a link down below so you can head over to Rlaarlo. So let's take a look at some of the other stuff in the box, and then we'll give the truck a run. Now, this is the transmitter. This is the upgraded one, because once again, this is the carbon fibre version. Of course, we've got our usual features like steering trim and throttle trim. Now, I do believe the receiver does have a gyro built in, and you can adjust that using the transmitter. If you like driving one-handed, Rlaarlo have you covered. This also has a foam grip on the wheel. Overall, a very nice little transmitter. Today I'm going to be powering this using 4 AA batteries, but Rlaarlo have given you the option to use a 2S LiPo, or you can even use an 18650 battery. Here we have a decal sheet, and some of those have already been applied to the truck. Oh look, just what we like to see from Rlaarlo, a big bag of accessories. So here we have the wheelie bar, which you do need to fit yourself, and they do include instructions in the box telling you how to do this. In here we have some Allen keys and a cross wrench, and in there we have the speed pinion, and here are the bits you need to make your battery tray larger. They've also included some longer Velcro straps. Here we have some kind of flag, some spare gaskets for the diffs, even more stickers, and if you're into metal upgrades, here we have an upgrade guide, and there are all the metal bits which will be available for this. Here we have our black and white manual. Here we have the included 2200 milliamp hour 3S. So I've now got the wheelie bar fitted. Look at that, that looks really cool. Rlaarlo haven't included a battery charger this time, so just bear that in mind if you are looking to buy one of these trucks. Now we need to talk about the size of this truck, because a lot of people thought it was going to be 1/10 scale, but it's actually closer to 1/12 scale. And I was kind of disappointed myself, because I would have liked this to have been slightly larger. Now I'm going to show you some of the other popular trucks out there compared to this. So this is the very popular MJX Hypergo Truggy, and as you can see, the Hypergo is a bit smaller. And here we have Rlaarlo's AMD12, and the AMD12 is very close in size, because that is 1/12 scale. And there we have the team associated Rival MT10. Now the Rival MT10 is considered a small 1/10 scale, and as you can see there, the Omni-Terminator is quite a bit smaller than the MT10. And then finally, here's a comparison against the Maverick Quantum 2 Flux. Once again, as you can see, the Maverick is slightly larger. So this truck is smaller than some of the very popular options out there, but does it make it a bad choice? Not really. Because of its unique size, I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people, especially people who have trouble transporting larger RC cars around. So let's power on the transmitter and the truck. And you can hear the fan spinning up on this. And up at the front there, we have a very bright LED light bar. Let's test out the steering servo. Well, that's nice and quick. And there's only really one thing left to do, and see how fast this truck goes right out the box on 2S and 3S. But before we do that, would you like to win this truck? Now, for the first time ever, I'm going to be giving you a chance to win this new Rlaarlo Omni-Terminator. And I did do a community poll recently asking you guys if this is something you'd be interested in, and a lot of you said yes. Any money generated will be put back into the channel. Now, if you want to enter, all you need to do is use the link down below, head over to Raffle and grab a couple of tickets. And of course, this is the first time I'm trying this on the channel. If it works out, I may do more in the future. Right, so let's do a 2S speed test first. Let's start the GPS. Let's see what we can achieve right out the box on 2S. Now, I haven't fitted the speed pinion. This is as it comes right out the box. It doesn't feel insanely quick, but it is 2S. The weather's been a bit unfair to us today. It's very damp. But the truck is still gripping well, and that is thanks to those very sticky tyres. I wonder what we're going to get out of this. And I'm going to guess 25, 26 maybe. It may be slower. I think 3S is going to be where this thing gets exciting. Right, let's bring it back. Let's see what we got. So let's hit stop and read. 25, I was bang on. 25 miles per hour right out the box on 2S. Right, so moving on, let's see what it can do on 3S. I've started the GPS. So this time we're using the included 3S battery. And it is slippery today, but we're going to try and get a decent run out of this. 3S is definitely a lot quicker. This truck does handle well. Now, I know this truck is obviously a bit smaller, but it really reminds me of the Big Rock 6S that I tested recently. That's full throttle. Not too bad. Will we see 40 out of this? Full throttle again. Right, let's bring it back. Let's see what we got. Gonna hit stop and read. 38 miles per hour. Now, after doing the speed runs, I wanted to see how this truck would perform off-road, and I already knew this is where this truck would shine. Don't get me wrong, I love going fast off-road, but there's way more to an RC car than speed. Handling for me is one of the most important and overlooked areas when it comes to RC cars. So this truck performed really well off-road, and I was running it on 3S. That steering servo does a really good job. Power feels nice on 3S. And what I really love about this truck is how well it handles. And I do find slightly smaller trucks can be a little bit easier to throw around. Now, Rlaarlo have done a great job with this one. Build quality is top notch, and overall performance is really good. One of the most popular RC cars out there at the moment is the MJX Hypergo Truggy. So how does that compare to this? Well, of course, as you see on the comparisons earlier, this is slightly larger, which automatically makes it more capable, and that is thanks to the higher ground clearance. Now, running the Omni-Terminator over on this surface, you can see there are some large rocks, and the truck handled it absolutely fine. Now, something like the MJX Hypergo, being a little bit lower to the ground, may have struggled on this surface. So can you justify spending the extra money on this? Well, I think so, especially if you're looking for something larger. Now, one of the standout features on this truck for me are the shocks. They are just fantastic. Now, this could be the truck for you if you're looking for something that's well built and fast out the box and easy to transport, because this truck could easily fit in a large bag. Epic work, Rlaarlo. I really like this one. So there we go then, guys, that was the brand new Rlaarlo Omni-Terminator. Now, this will be a great option for people who are looking for something slightly larger compared to the likes of the MJX Hypergo, while still maintaining really good speeds on road and excellent handling off road. It doesn't look like you need any other upgrades right out the box, because everything seems to work. And I love the fact Rlaarlo have included everything in the box if you want to run a larger battery, or if not, just grab a couple of extra 2200 mAh 3S packs. Great work, Rlaarlo. This is an incredibly well-performing and solid truck, and I think it's going to be very popular in 2024. And don't forget, if you want to grab one, you can head over to Rlaarlo now and check it out on their website. And of course, if you want to win this one, I'll leave a link down below so you can head over to raffle. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one. Take care.